In 1995, in the quiet streets of Las Piñas, a shy little girl entered small school contests. She wasn't the loudest, she wasn't the most confident, but she had something that couldn't be ignored: discipline. That girl was Shaira Diaz. Fast forward to 2025, and she isn't just another actress on television. She is a primetime star, a morning show host, a film actress, and now a newly married woman enjoying the curated life of a quiet millionaire. Her journey is not about flaunting wealth, it is about finding balance. She finished a marketing degree while building her career. She endured surgery and fought for a comeback. She nurtured love without sacrificing success. And while the spotlight shines, she quietly stacked a fortune. So what fuels her brand of luxury? The cars she drives, the mansions she owns, the net worth she has built, and the career that keeps expanding year after year. Picture it: her Ford Everest SUV paid in full, her honeymoons across Europe, and her hidden estates in Cavite and Laguna. This is the world of Shaira Diaz in 2025. Her career, net worth, lavish cars, private mansions, and the real secret of her success. Every star begins with a small stage. For Shaira Diaz, that stage came in 2012 when she joined Artista Academy. She didn't win the grand prize. She didn't walk away crowned as the face of a new generation. But she walked away with something more important: a start. In 2013, she landed her first television roles. Shows like Kidlet, Madam Chairman, and Baker King became her early training ground. She wasn't the loudest actress in the room. She wasn't the most hyped. But her calm confidence, her quiet charm, and her steady discipline began to draw attention. Producers saw it, directors felt it, viewers noticed it. It was the birth of her nickname, the Quiet Rising Star. Because while others grabbed headlines with scandals or spectacle, Shaira built her career brick by brick. Every role was a step forward. Every scene was a test. Behind the camera, she balanced scripts with school, finishing her marketing degree while slowly shaping herself into more than just another face on screen. Her rise was not overnight. It was patient. It was deliberate. It was a climb built on persistence rather than shortcuts. And soon, the young woman from Las Piñas who once joined a talent search would become a familiar face on national television. But being promising is not the same as being a star. For Shaira, the turning point had yet to come, the moment where she would leap from supporting actress to household name. So when did her career truly explode and cement her as one of GMA's bankable stars? By 2018, the quiet rising star was ready for a bigger stage. That stage came with GMA Network. When Shaira Diaz signed under Sparkle, the talent arm of the network, her career shifted gears. Suddenly, the roles grew sharper, the spotlight brighter, the opportunities wider. She stepped into primetime dramas like Familia Rosie's and Love You Too. These shows gave her more than exposure. They gave her identity as a primetime actress. And soon, film offers followed. In 2019, she led the romantic drama Because I Love You. It was her first big test as a leading lady, and audiences embraced her presence. By 2023, she proved her staying power again with Without You, sharing the screen with some of the industry's strongest names. Shaira had gone from a girl in supporting roles to a face audiences expected to see in posters, teasers, and opening credits. But her success was not built on hype alone, it was built on consistency. Show after show, film after film, she delivered. Behind the success was also her discipline, the same discipline that made her finish her marketing degree while her peers chased fast fame. By the early 2020s, her brand was clear: bankable, reliable, versatile. But there was still one missing piece. She had proven she could lead a series. She had proven she could lead a film. Now, she needed something that gave her daily visibility, the kind of platform that would keep her in front of the nation's eyes every single morning. And that raised the next question: how did Shaira Diaz add daily presence to her brand, beyond drama and film? By 2023, Shaira Diaz was no longer just a primetime actress or film star. She became a familiar face at Sunrise. When she joined Unang Hirit as a co-host, her presence shifted from scripted dramas to the nation's daily routine. Every morning, millions of viewers saw her smile, her warmth, her natural ease in front of the camera. It was a different kind of fame, not tied to one role or one season, but tied to everyday life. But Shaira wasn't just building a career on screen, she was building herself off screen too. In 2024, after years of balancing shoots with late-night study sessions, she proudly finished her degree in business administration. For many stars, showbiz swallows everything. For Shaira, education was a non-negotiable. Her graduation became a headline, not for glamour, but for discipline. A young actress who could shine under studio lights and still walk the stage in a cap and gown. She was honored with an award recognizing her rare ability to juggle both academics and showbiz without falling behind in either. This balance, morning shows, primetime dramas, and school success, turned her into a model not just for fans, but for peers in the industry. It proved she wasn't just chasing roles, she was shaping a career brand built on stability, hard work, and focus. But discipline is one thing. In showbiz, what really speaks is financial power. And after years of building her name, films, shows, and endorsements, the next chapter reveals the true numbers behind her millionaire lifestyle. But what kind of financial empire has Shaira Diaz built by 2025? By 2025, Shaira Diaz had crossed a line few stars reach. She became a certified millionaire. Her story wasn't just about appearances on screen. It was about the power moves she made behind the scenes. Every project, every endorsement, every hosting gig added another brick to her growing fortune. And unlike many celebrities who spend as fast as they earn, Shaira built with discipline. On February 29, 2024, she paid in full for a Ford Everest SUV. No loans, no lingering bills. It was more than a car purchase. It was a statement. Her success was real and liquid. This moment reflected how she approached money. Practical, steady, but always aiming for the long game. Her endorsements with fashion brands, skincare lines, and lifestyle products gave her visibility far beyond television. Her steady contracts with GMA ensured not just fame, but stability. Each paycheck stacked on the last, until the quiet star who once rose through contests now stood among the Philippines' self-made millionaires. But what made it striking was how she carried it. No scandals of reckless splurging, no headlines of debts, just quiet accumulation powered by patience and consistency. She proved that in showbiz, fame alone isn't enough. You need power moves that turn fame into fortune, and Shaira made them one after another. Yet behind every fortune is also the image, the lifestyle the public sees. The cars, the rides, the statement machines that tell the world a star has arrived. So beyond her paid-in-full Everest, the question is, what other cars drive Shaira Diaz's millionaire image? Every star has a symbol. For Shaira Diaz, that symbol rolls quietly on the streets. A Ford Everest SUV. It isn't the flashiest car in the market. It isn't the kind that screams for attention. But it is reliable, stylish, and premium. Exactly the mix that defines Shaira's brand. Her Everest is more than a ride. It's her flagship, the one she proudly paid for in full in 2024. Without debt, without hesitation. Inside, the leather seats, touchscreen displays, and safety systems reflect her taste. Quiet luxury, practical, functional, yet never cheap. Unlike other celebrities who chase Ferraris or Lamborghinis, Shaira chooses SUVs, cars that match both her grounded discipline and her growing wealth. It's not about flaunting speed, it's about traveling with comfort, family, and class. She embodies a trend in modern luxury, subtle wealth, power that doesn't shout, but whispers with confidence. For fans, her Everest became iconic, a symbol of how smart money decisions can still carry glamour. And when paparazzi cameras catch her stepping out, it's never about excess. It's about presence. The SUV mirrors the woman, understated yet powerful, practical yet premium. But Shaira's cars are only one part of her world, because behind the garage doors stand even greater treasures, places that turn wealth into space, safety, and legacy. Her mansions, tucked in Cavite and Laguna, tell the next chapter of her success. So beyond her Everest and her quiet luxury rides, what kind of estates has Shaira Diaz built for herself in 2025? Every car tells a story, but every home tells a legacy. For Shaira Diaz, her houses are not stages for public tours. They are private sanctuaries, kept hidden, protected, and sacred. No glossy magazine spreads, no vlog cameras opening every door. Her life at home is guarded, just as carefully as her career is polished. But whispers place her within Laurel's Garden Estate, a gated retreat in Laguna tied to political families and showbiz names. There, mansions aren't just shelters. They are symbols of security, of comfort, of wealth that doesn't need to scream. Shaira's properties, whether in Cavite or Laguna, reflect her style: quiet, curated, and disciplined. Not oversized palaces for show, but homes chosen with meaning. A place where scripts are set aside. A place where family gatherings, laughter, and privacy matter more than flashing chandeliers. Her houses stand as proof that success isn't only about spotlight. It is also about the silence of safe walls. She treats her real estate as she does her career: steady, patient, and lasting. Fans may dream of open tours, but Shaira dreams of peace, and in these homes, she found it. Still, mansions are never empty. Behind every estate, every private gate, there is someone who shares the life inside. Because Shaira Diaz's story isn't only about her career, her net worth, or her lifestyle. It's about the people who stand with her in those homes. So the real question becomes, who shares this lifestyle with her in 2025? Every star shines brighter with a story of love. For Shaira Diaz, that story began with fellow actor A.A. Guzman. Their partnership lasted through years of showbiz chaos, red carpets, and quiet nights away from cameras. On December 25th, 2021, the world got its first spark of confirmation: an engagement revealed with rings and smiles on Christmas Day. By February 2024, the secret became public. Headlines carried the announcement, and fans saw the couple's devotion had lasted the test of time. Then came the ultimate milestone. On August 14th, 2025, in the province of Cavite, Shaira and EA said their vows. It wasn't just a wedding, it was the fusion of two journeys: two careers, two families, and one future. Their honeymoon across Europe followed, with glimpses of cobblestone streets, Parisian cafes, and Italian sunsets. For Shaira, marriage was more than romance. It was balance, a partner to steady the fame, a partner to share the luxury, a partner to ground the millions with meaning. This union turned her success from solo triumph into shared legacy. Her cars, her mansions, her growing fortune now all became part of a life built together. Because in 2025, Shaira Diaz wasn't just a millionaire star. She was a wife, a partner, and a woman building family milestones alongside career milestones. Still, marriage is only part of the picture. The final truth lies in how she actually lives, the day-to-day details of her lifestyle that complete her image as one of the Philippines' most successful actresses. So the real question is this: how does all of this love, wealth, and fame shape Shaira Diaz's lifestyle in 2025? In 2025, the world finally sees the full picture of Shaira Diaz. Not just an actress, not just a wife, but a woman living in quiet luxury. Her wardrobe is filled with designer fashion: sleek gowns for red carpets, polished outfits for unang hirit, and tailored casuals for her daily life. Every piece is curated, not flaunted. She never screams wealth. She lets style whisper it. Her travels reflect the same discipline: European honeymoons, island getaways in the Philippines, private escapes with family, each trip carefully chosen, every photo radiating elegance without excess. At home, she is an elegant host. Friends and family gather in her Cavite and Laguna sanctuaries, where laughter echoes louder than fame. This is wealth redefined. Not the loud luxury of sports cars and endless parties, but the curated balance of success and serenity. Her resilience built this life. From a surgery comeback that tested her career, to completing her business degree, to celebrating her marriage, every challenge became another brick in her mansion of discipline. And her career growth continues. Hosting, acting, endorsements. Each role adds new streams of income, new proof that her fortune is not inherited luck, but earned stability. In a world where stars rise fast and fall faster, Shaira remains steady. Her wealth doesn't scream. It lasts. She lives the truth of quiet luxury. When you truly succeed, you don't need to prove it to anyone. But this raises the final question, the one her lifestyle itself dares you to ask. So what's the secret behind Shaira Diaz's millionaire life? The the hidden truth that makes her stand apart in 2025. The secret behind Shaira Diaz's life in 2025 is not hidden in her cars, her mansions, or even her growing net worth. Her true luxury is built on discipline, not excess. Every move, finishing her degree, paying for her SUV in full, building private estates, balancing her career with marriage, shows a rare kind of wealth: balance. This is the twist. Her material riches are real, yet her greatest asset is the ability to keep them quiet, refined, and centered on family. From her early school contest to her Cavite wedding, every chapter shines with a kind of elegance money alone cannot buy. She lives proof that luxury does not need to be loud. In 2025, Shaira Diaz is more than an actress. She is a millionaire success story built on hard work, smart choices, and quiet grace. So ask yourself, is real luxury about what you show or how you truly live? From Las Piñas beginnings to Europe honeymoons, Shaira Diaz's journey shines with work, wealth, and wisdom. We uncovered her career, net worth, cars, mansions, and her refined lifestyle. Subscribe now for more deep stories of today's icons. Do you admire Shaira's quiet luxury, or should stars flaunt more?